Hi dearies, welcome back to this session video. So today we're going to talk about how to start your own perfume business. Have you ever wondered how to start your own perfume business? Do you want to know how I started mine? Do you also want to own your own shop, or you want to start something small? Well, I'm going to talk about it today. I'm going to start from scratch, from even how to make your research and everything. Do you have a passion to sell perfumes? Because apart from perfumes, you want to start any business, you need to know whether you have passion for it, because there are a lot of downs, and if you don't have passion, you can't go through the down moments. If you have passion, the passion alone can actually give you some encouragement to go through the downs, and then when you go through the up, you're so okay. So first of all, you should have desire and passion for the perfume business, because there are a lot of downs. Without the desire and the passion, you will just decide to stop this business. You need to. And then when I talk about desire and passion, it goes beyond you wanting or having the will to sell perfumes. You need to have the passion to go online to research new brands coming up, new perfumes and the other brands coming up in the following year, and also what is made up of different perfumes, and also get to know different what is made up of the perfumes. Perfumes are made up by oil, by alcohol, and then some water. It's not like the raw water that we have, and then other ingredients as well. You should know them, so that when your clients come and you're trying to convince somebody to buy a perfume, when a person asks you a question, at least you know something about the perfume, so that the person or your client will get to know that you know what you sell. You're not selling just because you need money, but you also have the passion to able to educate people when it comes to perfumes. Okay, so the next one is that you need to know how much you want to start with. So your startup capital, and then depending on how much you have. Under perfumes, I'll have to say fragrances, we have perfume, body spray, we have body mist, we have other freshening scents, we have perfume actually itself. So depending on your budgets, maybe when you have, like I started with 500 cedis when I was starting my perfume business. Right now, once I started 5 years ago, 500 cedis will not be enough for you to buy perfumes with 500 cedis. So maybe whatever amount you have, you can start selling with body mist or deodorant spray, or a few perfumes, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 perfumes, depending on the capital that you have. It doesn't matter that you have to have a shop, you have to have this, have to have that. You can start very little, and then go to friends, go to clients or church with them. So depending on the startup capital. Okay, so the next one is your budget. As I said, maybe you just have 500 cedis or 1,000 cedis or 200 cedis. Looking at the budget, and then you tell what to start with, whether with body mist, deodorant spray, or with perfumes that are not too expensive. Okay, so the next one is you have to check out your income. Okay, so you have to search for the prices, and then you have to make sure you are getting some profits out of it. Okay, so if you want to sell very fast, you decide to say, okay, you want to put just a little profit on it, or probably you think wherever you're going to sell it, you can put much profit on it, fine. But you have to look out for your income, out for your profit, and also losses. There are bad debts. For that one, I'll not tell you. Some of the bad debts, it's not like you intentionally create the bad debts. Okay, so maybe when you are starting, you don't have a shop. Like how when I started, I didn't have a shop initially. I started doing the business for like 3 years before I got a shop. So because I go around to offices, to friends, people bought from me on credit. And then instead of them, for example, if a perfume, let's say this perfume costs 200 cedis, the person will pay half, and the person will say, I want to pay the rest in a month or a week or some days. Some of the clients might run away with your money. Some of them too might not pay. So you are going to lose that money. So I call it, or we call it, bad debt. So look at stuff like that. And then sometimes too, I just pray will not happen. What if the client dies? So it means who's going to pay? So it's a bad debt. So you should look out for all these things. I'm just saying all these, give me all these guidelines, so that you prepare your mind that I'm going to start a business. I'm supposed to study this and know this. During my time I started, I didn't get all these guidelines, so I went through all the mistakes and I've decided to make a video. And then people want to start perfume business like the way I have started can also get to know the mistakes and not repeat them. You get it? Yeah. So that's why I'm talking about that. And then you have to check your cash flow statement. You have to get something like that. Or if you don't know anything about cash flow statement, you can research about it. You can get a friend who studied accounting, or if you studied accounting yourself, you can do revision. I did some revision anyway, don't worry. Okay, so depending on the country where you are, I'm here in Ghana. So I started with designer perfumes, and then I decided to branch to perfumes that are not known in Ghana. Perfumes are very unique. Perfumes that if you don't come to my shop, you wouldn't get it unless the person bought them from me and the person is selling it. So where I import mine is from Dubai. Maybe you want to import yours from Germany or London or USA, depending on the country. You need to research the means you're going to import them to Ghana. Maybe you have a family member in any of the countries I mentioned, so you can decide to buy the perfumes online, or the person over there, maybe your family or friends, can actually go, if they have time, they can actually go to the shop and buy it for you. So now you have to find how the means, which country you want to buy them from first, and then how to either get the money to them to buy them, or if you have online websites you want to buy them from, you just have to get your credit card ready so that you can actually purchase it and then send it to their address. You get it? So you have to know all these things before you start. So depending on the country, you just go and research and know how it's done. Or if you want to do everything yourself and you know a shipping company, let's say in London, or they are door to door in London, you know the address, their contacts, you just buy the stuff online, or you can communicate with the shop through email or through phone. They just gather the stuff and then take it to the door to door, and then they'll ship it to you straight forward. And then through all these things, if you want to do it through air, maybe when somebody is coming to Ghana, if you have the opportunity to let the person buy extra luggage or something, the person can bring it to you here in Ghana. If you want to do it through door to door, remember you're going to pay duty. So you have to, it depends on how many perfumes you'll be buying, the size of the box, the size of the barrel. You have to research about all these things to know the kind of expenses. It will even help you to know how much to price your perfume. Sometimes some people overprice it, and then sometimes you might underprice it, and you're going to make a loss. You are not into your business to make a loss, to make profits. Okay, so you have to also make sure you have samples. Okay, so one of the advantages I got from buying, like dealing with companies in Dubai, is that they give me samples. Some of them give me big bottle samples like this. Some of them too give me the 3 ml small size perfumes. The reason why is that perfume is a luxury thing, and then if you're starting very small, even if you're in a shop, you need samples, because when somebody comes to your shop, the person actually wants to smell the perfume. It can be a designer perfume, it can be a perfume that is not known, but they will still want to actually smell it. Some of them want to smell to confirm the quality. They want to dab it on their skin to see how long it's going to last. You need the samples to help you push the perfume. Because when I decided to do perfumes that are very unique, people don't know them. So I need to get samples. So you need to get samples. Perfume stream, you have to get samples. If you're doing designer perfumes and you don't get samples, you have to risk, and then maybe you save some money and buy 30 ml. Sometimes the 30 ml prices and then the big prices are almost the same. But hey, you can start with small sizes. You can get the small size and then have a little samples to test to people. So these are some of the things I want you to know when you want to start a perfume business. So one of the reasons why you need to get samples, sometimes you can even get samples before you start selling the perfumes. You can either buy them, they have the very small ones, you can buy them and you smell them, because some of the new products or even the designer perfumes, we don't know all the designer perfumes in the world. So when you test them, you can even test them with clients or people, your target market, and then they'll actually help you select which kind of perfumes, when you import them, people will actually buy. That's one of the reasons why I would want any person want to start a perfume business to have samples, to buy samples. You can sacrifice and buy the samples. You can't just buy just any perfume. What if when it comes, that doesn't smell good? What if you don't even like it yourself, or other people don't like it? So you get a few samples, you test them out for like a week or two. Normally when I get samples, this is what I do. Because I love perfume so much, I actually sleep with the perfumes. So the samples will just be beside me. When I'm about to sleep, maybe tell me going through Instagram, Facebook and those things, I just test them and I'll just lie down, test them, or I put them on my skin and I'll wait for an hour or two or a day or to the next day to know how long it's going to last. And I'll get to know when you dab the perfume fresh, how it smells and the aftermath and all those things. It will help you, get to know all these things. That's why I spoke about desire and then your passion for it. Because if you don't have passion and desire, you don't have time to even now come to sample. And me that I just want to buy perfume, come and sell, no. So it will help you, it will guide you which perfumes to select and then sell. And then also, the last 2 points I want to talk about is you need to get a logo, because it's a perfume business you want to start, so it means you have to get like a logo. You can have a friend or somebody who is into design, graphic design. If you know how to do it, or if you want to learn it, you can just have a nice logo or a nice name for your business, so that when you are uploading them on social media, in which I'll talk about in the next video. So this video is a part 1, so the part 2 of how to start a perfume business will come. So with that one, I'll show you what to do with the social media, but the logo for your pictures and your social media. And then the last one, I need you to get a complimentary card, because fragrances is a luxury thing. Even if you don't have a shop, you have to have this classy and personality thing, so that it will actually complement with what you are selling. So you have to have a card. You don't have to get any strange design on it. Just get a simple card, because it's a luxury thing. It's for a certain kind of people, a certain class of people. So you just have to have a simple complimentary card, so that when you go to office, you meet friends, you can give them your cards. So dear, let me know what you think, or what questions you want to ask when you want to start a perfume business. In the next video, I'm going to talk about more, or go into details what to do to actually complete how to start a perfume business, and then you can just start your own perfume. I'm a sole distributor for Louis Cardin Ghana, and I'm agent for Zaro, and I'm bringing other new brands from Dubai. Okay, so you can contact me if you want to start a perfume business. We have body mist, we have a perfume body spray, and we have the perfumes itself. So with the body mist, and the least quantity for wholesale is 12 pieces, and it is 336 Ghana cedis for 12 bottles. We have 10 different types of the body mist, and we have the perfume body spray under Louis Cardin and then Zaro. The least quantity is 36 pieces, which amount to 720 Ghana cedis. So you can start with that one. And then Louis Cardin, the perfumes, the wholesale, the least quantity is 10, which is 1005 cedis, meaning that one is 150 cedis. And then the Zaro, the least quantity is 10 bottles, wholesale for one is 100 cedis, so the 10 will be 1000 cedis. So you see, we have different ranges, price ranges, depending on the capital you want to start. Or if you want to buy the body mist, the perfume, the body spray, come on, you can just contact me. My number is 0249 403409, 0241 177925. And then the shop is in Accra, Osu, behind Corner Cafe or adjacent to Blue Royal Hotel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel on Ramensa Bonsu, like, comments, let me know what you think about. See you next time. Bye.